Disclaimer: I am not a doctor or trained medical professional. None of the products in this video are sponsored, nor have they been proven to treat or cure any disease or medical condition. This video is based purely off of my own research, background, personal findings, and opinions. I'm not implying that natural medicine is superior to modern medicine, and if you're sick, it's best to seek the care of a licensed medical professional. I'm dying. Ooh, it's potent. Ooh, it looks scary. Ugh, I'm crying. I'm freaking terrified. Okay. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another video. I had plans for this week, some grand plans for a video, and I've come down with this really fun head cold. My throat is on fire, I'm all congested, I sound funny. And so instead of doing what I was planning on doing, since the show must go on, today I will be trying a bunch of natural homeopathic cold remedies that I have heard of or have not heard of to try to kick this cold in the behind. I'm not a person that likes to take a lot of traditional over-the-counter medicines if I can help it. So today I'm gonna try a bunch of natural cold remedies, and we'll see how I feel at the end of the day and tomorrow. So let's do it. Okay, so first things first, I'm finally out of bed. I could really go for a hot cup of tea for Mr. Throat here. I found a recipe for a homemade ginger tea that is supposed to help soothe the throat and improve the status of your cold and help kick the cold faster. Ginger contains gingerol, which has powerful medicinal properties according to the internet, but ginger has been used for like centuries to help with nausea and headaches. It has anti-inflammatory properties that have helped people for generations with certain ailments. So today we're gonna put it to the test, and I'm gonna make a homemade ginger tea. We'll see how it is and if it makes me feel any better. Okay, so I'm gonna try this ginger tea. It's still really hot. From what I can smell, it smells like ginger. It's literally just ginger boiled in water, so. Oh, it's hot. Dear God. It's like spicy. You know how ginger is spicy? It's like the after spice of ginger, but like it's good. Ooh, but it is spicy. The recipe said that I could add honey and lemon, which I'm 100% gonna do because I think it'll taste better that way. Ooh, that's not bad. The lemon and honey definitely help tame the spicy gingerness. I feel like if you're nauseous, this would be a really good thing too. Oh, but a warm drink feels so nice. I'm gonna drink this for a while and then we'll move on to remedy number next. Alright y'all, so I'm back in the kitchen. It is now 11 a.m. and I'm struggling. I feel like crap. So my next remedy centers around garlic, and with my background in natural foods, I know that garlic has been used for a really long time to help support the immune system. It has organosulfur compounds which help contribute to antibacterial and antiviral properties in garlic, so it can really help support your immune system. But yeah, it's supposed to be able to kind of like help open up respiratory passages and flush out toxins. So I'm gonna be doing garlic 2 ways. The way I found one recipe and I just thought it sounded interesting. So the first recipe I found is to just take 1 garlic clove with some lemon juice and honey and a bit of cayenne pepper and like mix it all together and just eat it. Which I'm not thinking is gonna be delicious, but that's not the point. And then I'm also just gonna take another garlic clove like a pill, which I've done before. It's not great. I will be smelling like an Italian restaurant later, but it's all for the cause. So I'm gonna put together this weird little concoction first. I'm kind of scared. It says to do 1 clove of crushed garlic. I'll go ahead and crush it. Never mind. I'm just gonna chop it up a little bit. Chopped. 1 teaspoon of honey. I know honey is supposed to be really good for your throat when you're sick. 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. 1/2 of a teaspoon, which seems like kind of a lot, of cayenne pepper. At first I was thinking this wouldn't be terrible, but I'm not so sure now. I think I might let it sit for a minute. While I let that sit, I'm just gonna chop this into like 3 different swallowable pieces, maybe 4. So it's been probably 10 minutes that this has all been sitting here. I think I'm gonna go for this. Ooh, it got liquidier. This garlic mix first. I'm just gonna try like 1/2 of it. Ooh, it looks scary. And then I'm gonna wash it down with my garlic pills because I have a feeling this is gonna be super spicy. I don't know that I want to chew. I should have cut the garlic up smaller. Alright. I don't want to tip it. That's my bite. A little more of that liquid. Okay. Oh my god. So many flavors. Oh my god, that's so spicy. I don't know what to make that better with. Water's not helping. I'm crying. Holy shoot. Alright, more of these garlic pills. Oh, that's so garlicky. If you don't like garlic, this is not the remedy for you. Whew, okay. I have 2 more pieces. Oh, it's giving me like heartburn. I'm gonna give it a second before I take those 2. Okay, real talk though, this is actually not that bad. Like, the combo of like the honey and the spicy, it's like a sweet and spicy kind of situation, and then the acidity from the lemon, it actually tastes pretty good. It's just so dang spicy. But I feel like as like a marinade or something, it'd actually be pretty good. Alright, finishing this garlic pill. This is 1 clove of garlic. It's taking me like 6 pills. Oh, that one got stuck. This is a struggle. Garlic pill down. That stuff down. On the bright side, my throat is starting to feel a little better, which I'm gonna blame the ginger tea for that. So yeah, we'll check back in a little bit for lunch and a couple more of these natural remedies. Alrighty, so I'm sitting down now to eat lunch. My throat is feeling a skosh better, I guess. I've gone through about a box of tissues, so that sucks. But anyway, I am sitting down to eat a very lovely bowl of chicken noodle soup, which is not necessarily one of my remedies, but I feel like there's gotta be some truth behind it because it's like what everybody eats when they're sick, and I like chicken noodle soup, so that's fine. But before I get to my soup, I wanted to talk about another one of the remedies that I'm trying out today. Its main focus is red onion, which I had never heard of being a remedy for a cold. But this article says, the juice of onions has been used to make syrups and folk medicine to treat colds. The essential oil from onion, when inhaled, is also said to ease colds. Which, that's new information for me, but we're gonna try it out today. So the way that this article says to use red onion is to take a red onion, slice it horizontally, and then in a jar layer the onion with honey, like some kind of weird onion and honey lasagna. And then you're supposed to let it sit overnight or for 12 to 15 hours. So I got that going last night, and let me show you what it looks like now. It's gotten like extremely liquidy. The top onions weren't covered. You're supposed to do it with like 3 onions so that the whole jar is full, but there's no chance I'd be able to eat that much. And then you're supposed to just take the liquid like a spoonful at a time, like a cough syrup. I have to say this is the one that I'm the most afraid for. But it says it's supposed to soothe coughs and a sore throat. Ooh, it's potent. It smells like onion. Oh God, I'm freaking terrified. I have my soup as a chaser. We're trying it. All right. That's weird. It's not necessarily bad, but it's really weird. It's really sweet because it's honey, but like you definitely taste the onion. It's not the worst. It's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be, but it's still really strange, and it smells a lot more oniony than it tastes. But all right, well, I guess I'll take a couple more spoonfuls of this throughout the day, but for now, I'm gonna sit here and enjoy my soup instead. Okay, so I ate my chicken noodle soup, and soup isn't super filling, so I thought I would go for my next remedy to fill me up a little bit more. Everybody knows that it's important to stay hydrated when you're sick because it helps flush out all the nasty stuff, and it's important regardless. So my next remedy is this, which is a cup of bone broth. Bone broth, it's really good for you anyway. It's packed full of natural collagen and just nutrients in general. This one is a turmeric ginger bone broth, and I went over ginger earlier, but turmeric is another remedy. It's known for its anti-inflammatory properties, so that could help with the congestion possibly. And turmeric is just another thing that's got a lot of antioxidants and stuff, so this is nice and hot. I'm sweating because it's summer and I'm in a sweater. I hate like summer colds. I mean, having a cold is never fun, but in the summer especially, because it's like you're supposed to drink tea and have soup and everything is super hot, and so I'm just like sweating. I'm not loving all of the hot foods and beverages of my day. Low-key though, this is super good. It's like salty because it's a broth. It still has flavor, and then there's that little bit of like ginger in there. This could make a really killer soup. I'm gonna have to keep this one in mind. I think I would highly recommend this one, even if it's not actually like making me better. It's hydrating me and it's good, so. I do feel like drinking the warm liquid is kind of clearing out my sinuses though. This cold has been kind of weird because it's like my nose hasn't gotten like super stuffy, like I'm super congested, but I've been able to breathe. It's a lot of it is just like in the back of my throat, in the back of my sinuses, which I don't know which is worse. All right, broth is done. I should be super hydrated at this point. I'll check in a little bit. I've got a couple more natural remedies up my sleeve, so day is not done, though I might need to take a nap. All right, it's been like at least an hour. I'm going in for some more of this onion honey cough remedy situation. I would argue that it's better than cough syrup. It's weird, but it doesn't taste like medicine, which is nice. Alrighty, so it is 5:30. I'm dying, but it's dinner time. I really don't want to cook dinner, but I have nothing like pre-made in my house, and this will hypothetically make me feel better. But I've had another shot of my onion syrup. I'm actually kind of starting to like it, as weird as that sounds. I might just be delusional. I know I said like really recently that my congestion was all in the back of my throat and that I was appreciating that, but I spoke too soon because she has moved front and center. I can't breathe out of my nose. I've just been sniffing up a storm for the last couple hours, and I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I'm gonna say that it is because I feel like that means it's like moving out, you know. It's rolling on out. It got the onion and the garlic and everything, and it was like, whew, this girl means business. We better get out of here. So that's what I'm telling myself. But anyway, this recipe that I chose for dinner, at least it seems like it should be pretty easy, even though I just like am not in the mood to cook right now. Gosh dang though, y'all, this has been a hard day. I was like, yeah, I'll just, you know, change the video I was gonna do. We'll just like do the cold remedy thing, but I didn't think about the fact that I would have to like film it, and like filming, though it might not look like it, is still quite a bit of work, but I'm actually enjoying shooting the video so far. So I made my dinner. It's basically just like a quinoa, kimchi, kale bowl. Definitely not something I've ever craved while sick before, not even anything I've had before. This is a new recipe, but I found out, actually I already kind of knew this, that like 70% of your immune system is in your gut, and so if you have bad gut health or a really poor diet, it can contribute to you getting sick. And one thing that is really good for your gut is probiotics, and a lot of foods that contain probiotics are fermented foods. So like kombucha or yogurt, or in my case, kimchi. And spicy food is also supposed to be good for when you're sick because it makes you all snotty and spicy and nasty. So I've got a spicy kimchi. That was the inspiration for the whole dish. Plus it's super healthy and I feel like it's not gonna hurt anything. And then to double kick it into power, into gear, I don't know y'all. I'm struggling. I've got this Honey Gardens elderberry honey immune like powder that I'm gonna mix in with my water. And I've known this for a long time, that elderberry is supposed to be really good to support your immune system. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this to my water. I've never had this one. Ew, that doesn't look nice. This looks scary. It blends in with my table. It's like black. I'm terrified. The point of today was not for everything to be delicious. That's actually not bad at all. I kind of like that, weirdly enough. I don't know if it's just because I'm sick or because I just am crazy and have weird taste, but most of the stuff today has not been as bad as I expected it to be. Well, if you don't like kimchi or fermented things, you'd hate it, but I like kimchi. I think that's actually pretty good. It's not that spicy. I kind of wanted it to be a little spicier. I've not had this kimchi before, so anyway, I'm gonna sit here for a while and drink my drink and eat my food and probably blow my nose a bunch more times. And then I have one more trick up my sleeve to try to kick this cold, and I'll do that in a little bit. Alright, so now that I look and feel 90% dead, I'm gonna share with you something that I just like to do. This isn't anything that I researched or anything, it's just something I like to do when I'm sick or when I'm tired. I like to call it, I have coined the term, an aromatherapy shower. So I have a bunch of essential oils for a diffuser, and I like to take them. So this one is eucalyptus. Here we go. So I just take this eucalyptus oil and I will just like throw it at my walls. I will take it and literally just kind of like get some splashes on the wall. It'll be really potent. You can smell it even if you're sick. I like to do this if I'm tired because I'm a night shower person. I'll do it with lavender. If I am feeling really like, if I'm showering before I have to go somewhere, I'll do like lemon to try to like brighten up my mood or whatever. But this is just something that I love to do. So I'll turn on the shower and it'll be hot, and the steam will just kind of like interact with the essential oil. And I'm doing eucalyptus today because it smells really mentholy and it'll help clear everything out. I haven't I haven't showered in like 3 days. If you couldn't tell, you've been looking at me all day, and I apologize for that. I'm fully aware. Really looking forward to this. I'm hoping that it kind of brings me back to life a little bit and maybe live to tell the tale. Alright, so the shower kind of cleared me up a little bit and gave me like the scotiest skosh of energy. As everybody knows, sleep is something that's super important when you're trying to get over a cold. So I am going to go to bed here in a little bit. I'm going to try to give myself about 9 hours of sleep tonight. And I will check in the morning to let you know how I'm feeling. It's not actually dark outside yet because it's the middle of summer. It's 8:30 and it's still bright out, so I'm probably going to have to wait like an hour because I can't go to sleep if it's light out, no matter how sick I am. Good morning. I woke up about an hour ago. I'm clearly not instantly cured. Today I'm feeling a little bit better though it may not look or sound like it. I feel like I'll spare you the details, but like she's moving out. So that's good. I feel like all of the things I did yesterday kind of like kick-started just like getting it out of my system. But even with regular over-the-counter cold medicine, I've never like miraculously woken up and felt 100% better. Anyway, I'm just gonna go back over the things I did yesterday and rate them and give you my final thoughts now that I've had some time to reflect and sleep on it. The first thing I did was that homemade ginger tea. I would give that like an 8 out of 10. It was really good. I think without the honey, it'd be more of like a 6 out of 10. It needs the sweetness from the honey and maybe the lemon as well. The second thing I did was that really weird concoction of garlic and honey and lemon juice and cayenne, and I know I said at the time that it was actually pretty good, but I think it's just because I was expecting it to be so bad. It was just better than I thought, but in hindsight, I'm gonna give that one like a 3. It was like crazy spicy, just not the best. Followed by the garlic that I just chopped up and took like pills. I've done that before, so I knew what to expect. It's not terribly pleasant. I don't like swallowing pills or chunks of garlic, but garlic is one of the things that I truly believe does like kickstart your immune system and help get rid of colds. So I would strongly recommend that one. I'll give that just like a regular, I don't know, like a 5 out of 10. It's not enjoyable, but I do think it works. Next was my Hunyon concoction is what I'm calling it. That was the most like surprising of the day, I think. Like I actually kind of like it. I'm kind of trying to think of ways that I can cook with it, and I don't know if that's just because I've been watching a ton of MasterChef, but it was like not the worst. If I had to choose between that or traditional cough syrup, I'd go the Hunyon all the way. That one I'm gonna give like a 7 out of 10. I think partially just because I'm so surprised that it was good, but it's actually like not bad. Tastes like onion and honey. It is weird. It's strange. And then I did the ginger and turmeric bone broth. That gets like a 9 out of 10. I love bone broth. That's also something I've done in the past. It's really just like warming and cozy and pretty satiating. It's good to keep you hydrated. Like, it's just so good. And bone broth is something that I'll normally do if I feel like I'm getting sick to try to curb it, not get sick. And it's worked for me in the past. So bone broth is a 9 out of 10 taste-wise because it had kind of a strange aftertaste, but that's probably just the flavor that I got. But like 10 out of 10 would recommend bone broth when you're sick or when you're feeling like you're getting sick. The next thing I did was the elderberry powder drink. I have had the same brand, I've had their pre-mixed drink before that comes in a bottle, and I've always kind of enjoyed it. It does have the apple cider vinegar, so it's a little bit vinegary. But I actually really like it. The powdered version tasted pretty much exactly the same, which I'm really impressed with because I'm not a person who usually likes powdered beverages of like any sort, like even like Kool-Aid is just not my thing. I'm gonna give that one like a straight 10 out of 10. It was actually really good. I think I might buy a pack of those to have on hand for next time I feel like I might be getting sick. And then I followed that up with my kimchi quinoa kale bowl situation, which is not something that I've made before, but it was good. It was a decent meal. I would also make that. I like kimchi. It's really good for you. That whole meal was like extremely healthy. So that's definitely something that I could see myself doing again. I give it like maybe a 7 out of 10. It wasn't like my favorite food I've ever had, but it was good. And then lastly was my aromatherapy shower, which is something that I've just come up with on my own in my life. It's nothing that I've researched at all. It's just something that I do pretty often for like self-care. And like I said, I'll do it with all kinds of different oils. Sometimes I'll mix a couple together. But I just find it super relaxing and like almost like spa-like to just kind of like stand in the shower and breathe in the steam and just kind of feel like nice and at peace for that moment. I think my favorite is to do it with lavender before bed. It's just super calming. It definitely opened up my airways for a little bit while I was in the shower, but aromatherapy showers get a straight 10 out of 10. Love them, highly recommend. Anyway, overall, there are some of those things that I would definitely try again. If you have any weird homeopathic remedies that you like to do when you are sick, I would love to hear what they are. Anything that you think is like foolproof, drop it in the comments. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed watching me be sick. Bless you if you waited around this long. I know I'm a disaster. But yeah, thanks for tagging along, and we'll see you next time.